Hey, it's Marina, travel experta, and today we're going to be talking about Palm Beach, Florida. Are you guys ready for an adventure? Let's begin. Palm Beach is literally just a few minutes away from West Palm Beach. I have an entire episode on what to do in West Palm Beach, but pretty much they go hand in hand because you're literally about 15 minutes apart from either one. Palm Beach, though, has a completely different feel to it overall. First of all, it's considered to be literally one of the richest zip codes in the United States. If you are listening to this and you're not from the United States, a zip code is areas that we have in the US. Palm Beach has a different zip code than West Palm Beach, and that's why it's considered to be one of the wealthiest zip codes in the United States. It's literally where we have Billionaires Row, which is located right along the ocean or facing the other waterway. If you're into those kinds of things, some people love that. You could take a tour looking at who lives where. There's different celebrities. Also, celebrity spotting is definitely a thing to do in Palm Beach. Not really my thing to do, but a lot of people enjoy doing those kinds of things. So it's definitely something that's available for you to go and do. And you could probably find a lot of the celebrities walking around Worth Street. What is Worth Street? It's literally the Rodeo Drive, the Fifth Avenue of Florida overall, and especially obviously in Palm Beach. It's all high-end designer shops, very, very trendy, very high-end dining. The dining, I have to admit, is quite delicious, obviously, because they do have some of the top chefs in the world. We've dined in quite a few of the restaurants around there. Also, Palm Beach is known for the iconic The Breakers Resort, which was one of the very first that type of a resort, super, super high end. We're talking like the 1% of the 1% that go there. It is really amazing. We did stay there several times and we've eaten in quite a lot of their restaurants. If you are up for trying something that it's definitely decadent on all levels. And also, if you do want to feel rich for the day, you don't necessarily have to stay there. You could go to their world famous Sunday brunch, which is at the Circle. It's one of their most beautiful restaurants. And it's today, I think it's like $155 per person. That does not include tax or tip. So you're talking about $200 per person. The magnitude of food you will get there is, you could just imagine, right? So this is definitely some of the things to do. So Palm Beach is not a place to go where you are going to be thrifty. This is where you will be spending money simply because you are in Palm Beach. Also, what I really recommend to do, other than obviously walk along the beaches, upon the boardwalk, and if you have a bike, an amazing, amazing 5.5 mile flat, gorgeous bike trail that takes you to these most hidden beaches all along Palm Beach. It's really fantastic. I highly recommend you do that. You could do that with your kids. A great way to spend the day. Absolutely. And then going to the beaches. The couple of things you do need to know about the beaches. A lot of them do not have public bathrooms. There are some beaches that are part of national parks, which they do have all of the amenities you need, which is free usually. So just do have that in mind. You cannot just go to any hotel or restaurant or store to go use the bathroom. Definitely something you need to understand. Also, the busiest time of the year is obviously when the snowbirds and the horse season, the equestrian season is, and it's usually from November through April. I've been there on all different seasons. I personally love more where it's really slow and quiet because you have the whole place to yourself. But obviously, it's when your schedule works best for you. And even in the highest season, it's still not that crowded. It's not that kind of a scene as you would get if you were to go to Fort Lauderdale or Miami. It's very low key, very upper scale, and it's amazing. And I did mention the equestrian scene, which is a world scene. It's in Wellington. It's actually a town, maybe 15 minutes away, where you could see polo, you could go to all these different events, but the majority of people do stay in Palm Beach. So this is just some of the things that you will be enjoying when you're staying in Palm Beach. Absolutely. The streets are just perfect and everything is manicured. It's a gorgeous place to visit. Even if you only have half a day to walk around and visit, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. If you cannot afford to eat at any of their more expensive restaurants or to even eat there, you could literally go 15 minutes in to West Palm Beach, literally go west 15 minutes, super close. And then you have an entire array of a lot more diversity and much more affordable places. Again, please listen to my podcast on West Palm Beach to get a much better idea of what there is to do in West Palm Beach as well. But again, Palm Beach, it's a place of elegance, decadence, and a lot of money. It was more or less, I don't want to say it was founded, but the person that really put it on the map was Flagler, who was this tycoon. And you could actually go and visit his house where he resided. It's a 60,000 square foot house with over 70 rooms. And it's now a museum, so you could go and visit that. And he was the man that pretty much brought all the money people to the area. And so there is that history as well to Palm Beach. Again, I highly recommend visiting Palm Beach, even if you cannot afford to spend a lot of money there, or maybe you do have the money to spend, or you just want to feel really, really wealthy for a day and go and visit the brunch. It's a place that I highly recommend visiting. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's a great place to have fun. All right, guys, if you have any more questions about Florida or visiting anywhere, go to check out my website, travelexperta.com, travel expert with an A.com. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a review and share it with your friends. And remember to make every day an adventure.